That's the real question.
I've seen shots miss, but very often you're going to see a big hit because they're right on top of each other.
Yeah, they hit all the time.
Very, very accurate there.
I haven't been in a situation to pull that one off, but man, I think one highlight happened last weekend, and ever since, it is just, they've taken the play and added it to the
Did you block me?
Pretty much everybody had their eyes on that and said, oh, okay, I guess this is how we're going to do
no,
things.
I didn't, to be honest.
We have
My phone is glitched. To be honest, like, so I talked to Chloe, right, and I talked to Chance. My text, and they always keep calling me and saying that my text doesn't go through. I didn't block you. No, wait, who is this anyways? I don't know. Hold on, wait. No, wait, who is this? No, I didn't.
What's going on up top? Aqualip, Wheels still in the game. C-Dub, Triggy. So many combat shots just traded off, and Noberto won all of them.
He dropped in, and then literally everyone down on the bottom with him is gone now.
Yep, that puts
Okay.
him 3 Elans. Here comes Wheels, just kind of making his way down. He's got to pop this slurp juice, though. Look at his health right now. Not sure why he's holding on to that, but it doesn't matter. It pays off because that fall damage is going to help him out tremendously. He takes some in return. Can he win the trade? He does. Didn't need the slurp juice after all.
Nah. He picked his teammate up, lifted him up in the air, took that elimination.
Damn.
Couple eliminations after that, Wheels. The Victory Royale. A crazy set of builds here. I love looking at these things afterwards. But what really matters is the play-by-play there. Every single strategy. And if we could, Zeke, take us through what you know.
Well, Dr. Lupo, the only thing I know.
Just text me and see if it goes through.
As always, you guys are amazing, and of course, I agree. The fossils are a great story that tells what all went down in that game Sundown. Now, I know you've pulled some clips for us. What you have to show?
So we're going to take a look, and the theme of this one is Galaxy Brain, putting that mental to the test and seeing what you're able to do. So first, Trashy picks up the low ground Elim, and now 1v1. Aiden on the top, and he pops the shadow. Aiden heard it, and he goes to look for him. Trashy's just like, I'm in the zone. I got the bandages. I'm good. Aiden goes out a little too early. Trashy is able to pop off the mini and then just turn back. Aiden spends the whole time looking for him, and Trashy just gets the nice, easy Elim going. Had the heavy sniper ready, but now on board here with AU's Mankin. Looking for the shot. First, finds Pocket right out of the edit and then drops right around the side. But keep an eye on what he does here. Dropping down, loops around the side, finds synergy kicks, out into the storm. Now uses the shadow bomb and drops all the way around and just stands. He's just standing, waiting, flanks back up around to the tree, puts him on the mid-ground tarp. So everyone else now is fighting, and he gets this entire space to himself, picks up Cloxic, and the Siphon is enough to push him over the top. Brilliantly done, and Saf here now with the Galaxy Brain 2.0, aiming way back into the storm with the tactical assault rifle. Cool guys don't look at explosions or falling players. Baby going down there, and then Saf going to work with what he does best, finding his angle, picks up Cryptic, and the Galaxy Brain play to get high ground control. That was the only other player who could have possibly contested him. Slump goes down, and look at what he has in the loadout. Has bandages, has 100, can wait this player out. 8 more builds going through there. Starts hearing shots going, and just controls the high ground out. Can't fire off, bandage, commit to it. The second it ticks over to 74, that is how you win a heal off. Those are the little things you have to do right. And you know what? Big brain Saf right there.
Big brain Saf. Now, of course, we're going to take a look at the standings, see how things are going. Now, again, guys, this is it. The final standings, or the final day, excuse me, of finals for NA West. 2 spots up for grabs. And don't forget, Pika's already qualified. So that means these 2 spots shift down. 2 right now. Harrians and Spook, they're in a pretty good spot, but look at the point spread out.
Look at the point spread, and look who else is on this leaderboard. So Spook, Harrian, Saf, Domo, Rex, Deuces, Spectrum, Maximum. That's basically Fortnite West in a nutshell, minus Aiden and Sean. However, we got a little bit of South Korea invasion going on. We talked about it at the start of the show. Medicino and Envy are playing in Canada this week, and last week as well, playing on NA West. And right now, he is 1 point off that qualification spot. Like, it would be such an incredible effort out of him if he can get one.
on foreign soil.
I mean, keep in mind, though, he does have 8 games played, so does Saf, right? So Spook and Harrigan's have a little more wiggle room. But again, it's going to come down to the wire.
It's down to it anyway. These guys, their game management time is right about there. The cues are getting towards the end of it. And I mean, we're about to find out who our last 2 players are.
Well, let's get back into more of these games. As of course, we're going to hop back over with the boys that are going to continue casting your games. Gentlemen, back your way.
Thank you very much, Zeke and Sundown, for your analysis. For some reason,
Dude, that board is so close, that top 10.
Yeah, it's scary.
Anyone's game right now. I would say if you're in top 25, I'd put it that close. You're in contention right now.
It might even be deeper than that. You never know, because we've seen, I mean, we saw, what was it, Mega dropped a 20 elimination.
Oh my gosh, yes.
In finals the last week. You're really going to go that big. Like, it's anybody's game. We do have just over 15 minutes left for NA West. If you're trying to queue, get your games in. Pay attention to the clock. Very important. You got Phil in an adorable Easter onesie. Out here, 2 eliminations.
You know, one of the coolest things that Epic Games, like Fortnite,
Easter,
started doing.
this is like a Christmas winter onesie. My bad.
The reskins, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You have something, if you get more for what you already own, that's like the best thing.
As Courage would say, ya eat dab. Chidor, top left, pick it up at Elam. We're down to 39 left. Moving into the 6th circle, combat shotgun. Screaming for it, finds it. Are you kidding me? Flip-flop goes down 12 miles away with the epic combat shotgun.
And then people want the normal pump back. I don't know, man. I think it's, you can put up the argument right now. The combat kind of jumps on the normal pump in almost every situation.
Unless you're in the same box. Unless you're in the same box. Yeah, if it's box fighting.
Which I'll be honest, I'm more of a box warrior. I'm way more of a box warrior. I just don't have, I don't playground, I guess, as much as this. No, I don't do all that flash.
You're trying to tell me you don't crank 90s, Monster? I don't believe that for a second. I've seen you.
Crank 180s, bro.
That's
Backwards. I like to go down. And
okay. Okay, weird flex too, but okay. I see you. Bird sack goes down inside the box. Speaking of boxes, box fighting. Legendary combat shotgun in the inventory of Phil.
But even then, I'll just pose this and then I'll let the topic go. Even in a box fight, dude, the combat is disgusting. You don't even have to swap over.
Oh,
you just
Reddit is gonna pick this up and run with it, dude. You got to be careful.
Hey, this is 2 sides of the road here, all right? Respectfully walk with me.
Follow me.
Let me show you. Show some numbers here.
I understand what you're saying. Both weapons, they had their caveats. They are powerful within the weight. Barband did a reset and side edit on that pyramid so fast.
He's doing full 180, 360. This is me. I don't 90. Do those, dude. Just build everything.
Protective.
Honestly, though, he just dedicated a lot of material to setting up here.
Indeed. It might pay off, though. He picks up an Elam or 2, rotates through the material.
Oh,
the
my
shots
gosh.
non-stop applying pressure with a swap between ARs, the combat shotgun from that distance.
What other weapons can do that? See? Point proven.
Touche. Your comment was in regard to box fighting, though, brother. Hold up. Slow your roll for a second.
All right. Barber's doing a really good job here. If you invest that much and then it turns into Elam, I say worth. But there's a platform. There's actually a dropship right above him. Unfortunate for him, he's going to have to give up the high ground because of it. The pressure was coming down, so lands in with someone. It's his walls.
No
okay,
trap.
man,
No, he did have trap. Why is he not trapping?
He's just toying with him, you know? Protects left, protects right. Comes back around. Hello.
Okay.
It's all his
He got the elimination, but he owned both walls. He owned all the walls, it almost looked like. Could have played a trap there. Multiple sides to pick that up.
Just pass it.
All right.
Maybe he thought, what if he doesn't own it? The trap attempt, maybe the hesitation that gets you eliminated.
What? He knows that he owns it. He was editing the wall.
At that point.
He was literally editing the wall. A baller almost flies inside the box. He's sitting inside right now. Tons of builds, not a lot of metal, but it is late game. No reason to hold on to those too much, and goes for the launch pad play to go.
Lance gets caught.
Literally exactly where he needed to challenge this. He might actually pull this off. Quick build. Get the loss. Here's the traps, brother. Dropping down inside. Shots back behind. The quick and the flip.
Let's go,
Are you kidding me?
Representing.
An immediate bludgeon.
He likes to be up here.
well played,
How
Barbie.
fast is that?
That's stupid fast. That you look, Google it. Stupid fast. That's a real term.
It happened. You saw it. We commentated it. Barman's in it right now. Frax lands right on him. Is he going to fall victim as well? He's got the mats. He can do this.
Literally landing on a high ground platform, taking a play out of the book of Barman, it looks like, from literally just moments ago. Drop down, layer down just a little bit.
It's kind of interesting.
Last circle.
He knows the player above him, Frax, has got RPG, but he's got redeploy, so...
And a shadow bomb, just in case.
Like, he can totally get down, but if he goes down, then you're at the mercy of the rocket. If you stay up, you're burning material.
It's a tough situation either way.
Okay, he decides to go all the way down. It's the play.
Lance boxes up Frags. If he still has... There it is. RPG's coming out. Barman takes a big hit.
Shadow Bomb comes out, uses it to get up and over the mountain. Someone ripped to go. This is going to distract Frag for a second, maybe to look up to the high ground. Can Barban get over the mountain?
It actually was the sound that went off, but it didn't actually occur, and Barban stuck in a 1v1 as Frags has the ultimate high ground and a rocket and a shotgun and all the time in the world. No builds, but it doesn't matter. An epic victory royale for Frags, sitting at 14 points right now.
Work, though. He got his high ground.
Now, we only had an opportunity to catch just one little game. We're going to pass it back on over to Zeke. We are almost done for the day, so don't leave.
He will always know, and he always does, in fact, know. He constantly spits out names of people that have left. He actually does know. Now, Fortnite fam, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us here in the final tail end of NA West. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a short break. So what you need to do, get up, use the bathroom, get a drink, get some snacks, and come back. So we're going to catch the tail end of NA West, and we're going to be punching tickets to the finals. So we'll see you guys after this 5-minute break.
Actually qualified, it was actually such a relief, such a big achievement, and something I've been working for almost a year now. I think it's really good.
I think it's one of my biggest accomplishments. It's just the
FaZe.
You need to be so incredibly proud of your son being one of the best, one of the best solo Fortnite players in the world.
It's still hitting me like slowly. I was literally just laughing. Like I was laughing so much.
Wow, I won $50,000 guaranteed, and I'm going to New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 50,000.
Oh, there you go.
As a kid, this is basically all you dream of.
The hype's really real.
It's a game I can compete in, and I think that's why I have so much fun in it.
I'm incredibly grateful for Fortnite for giving me the opportunity to just pursue gaming, and how many friends I've made through this game.
Thank you for everyone who believed in me, because I honestly didn't really believe in myself.
It's going to be so fun. I love it.
It's awesome. Thanks, Fortnite.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we are going to talk about shadow bombs and their impact on competitive play. If you haven't had a chance to use the shadow bomb yet, it is a utility consumable that drops in stacks of 2, and you can carry up to 6 per slot. When used, the shadow bomb grants the user invisibility, move speed, the ability to double jump, and the ability to wall jump. Shadow form lasts for 6 seconds, but will remain active after that window until the user touches their feet.
Be right back with it.
We've seen shadow bombs already have a huge impact on some of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers.
Can we hit it? Oh my God! He hits it! You freaking legend! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's hear what some of the players who have already qualified for the Fortnite World Cup final think of the addition of shadow bombs to competitive play.
I think with Season 9, the shadow bombs are a perfect mobility that has its downsides and upsides if you use it right.
I mean, I think shadow bombs are very balanced right now. They're a really good way of getting mobility, considering they're an uncommon item.
I feel like they're a really good addition to the game. It's as good as a Rift to Go, maybe even better in my opinion. You can get your position wherever you want it, especially end zone. People don't expect it.
It's a must carry. You know, when that zone pops and you're super far, you can pop a shadow bomb and it's a nice zone. It's great. I love it.
Shadow bombs amazing. Like, I reckon that's like one of the best things they've brought out so far, because you could just sneak into someone's box or like get high ground or like go low ground without taking damage.
There's moments where people clutch up, like very endgame, like they might not have mats, and the Mr. Savage play where there's a hill and he went up it with the Shadow Bomb, it was just crazy.
They've got to go up the side of a mountain, and it's Shadow Bomb time. He's deciding to take storm damage. Yes. Mr. Savage! Oh, my God! Oh, my goodness! The best Shadow Bomb use I've ever seen! Mr. Savage M rising to the top of the mountain.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned a thing or two. What's the best way you've used a Shadow Bomb? Send us clips using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Or maybe not, if you're in shadow form.
Starting up the second part, boys. Got my candy. Got my ice cream. Got my water. Now it's time for me to open the joint. There's Dr. Lupo. There's Courage. Courage died of scissors yesterday, or today or yesterday. He went off. Courage went off on scissors. Ew, got a pop in his neck. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Week 9. Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. We're looking at the end of literally what has been 2.5 months of players working, competing, practicing, scrimmaging, and playing out of their minds as much as they can. Because right now, for NA West and for everybody here, this is the culmination of everything we've done thus far. The last day, Sunday, today, we have 2 positions in NA West that will qualify and make their way to New York City, punch that ticket, which for some reason the board doesn't like me. We're going to still see who might make it. Pika has dominated thus far in NA West. The entire time today that he's been out there has held that first place position, but that might not be the case. We will see. It's still anybody's game. And to close out today, I need 2 casters of legendary proportions.
Courage.
And Courage JD.
That's a.
Man, today is all about complimenting. First Sundown says that I'm an amazing caster. Now Dr. Lupo with the generous, kind words. Don't look at me.
Well, Courage died of scissors.
Oh, he's saying you're white. Anyway, what's up, Courage JD? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm feeling really good. Excited for these last few matches here at NA West. You know, while we've been giving the players a lot of props, I want to take a moment here because while the other casters may not feel this way, I'm looking at you, production team, and people behind the scenes. I thank you for your hard work and dedication these last 9 weeks. And without you, this wouldn't be possible. I don't care what Zeke and Sundown and all of them say about you when the cameras aren't on. I care. Let's get into the games. See, I'm the only one.
I don't know what to say.
Just Liquid.
I'm the one who loves production.
Liquid. Oh, that's a neck. I'm sorry. That's bad.
All these wonderful individuals longer. Weird flex. But okay, that's why they're clapping for me. No, they're clapping for me. All right. Anyway.
Clapping because your shoes are off camera.
Just because. Anyway.
No, your shoes are fire though.
Oh, thanks, man. Stop. Okay. All right. Here we go, Courage.
Whoa, Q's close in 2 minutes 25 seconds.
This is it, man. The tail end of NA West coming down here to the wire. The only spots available are 2. We saw the standings not that long ago, but those still very easily could change. A lot of these players trying to eke out as many points as possible via eliminations, high placement, the like. Right now, every single decision they make is going to dictate whether they move up or down the standings, whether they make a mistake, whether they make a fantastic rotation and pick someone else off, shutting them down and ending their run. You know, this is it.
Face Jarvis. Look at that.
the last chance all eyes of this region.
Face Robinson
Players
in
across
this.
the world who've not been able to qualify today, looking in and on to see who might make it in the final moments here. Stura Murrah on your screen. A quick little tag with the combat shotgun there. Obviously has more in the inventory than just that. This quickly does hit a reload. 39 players left in this lobby. With queues closing
Okay.
in the last couple
That's like only.
minutes. It is,
Oh.
It's pretty crazy to think that this is
Yeah, it's pretty laggy.
of
Like
Fortnite World
lagging. They made this shit
Cup.
lagging.
Open qualifiers for
But it's
solos.
good.
As you know, duos going down in a little bit over a week and a half. Get back to here.
That's right. Don't forget, those times have been moved. It is now June 20th and 21st.
Yes.
And the times have been pushed back an hour, so make sure you know when
Is that
to
fake
make
job
sure
is
you set
bro?
your time. Things are a little bit different.
Oh, nice.
Logos
There you go.
here are going to be picked up in the crossfire. It's now Sturmura
Holy
making
shit.
his rotation. Look at all these players, man. This is just chaos. Everyone trying to get themselves to safety.
Yeah, you see Jarvis up in the elimination feed, taking down one. Moog as well in there. Down goes Axel. Stura just staying alive. Keeping up.
Bro, Jarvis, look at Jarvis, bro. Jarvis is going crazy at the hamster, bro. Going crazy with the ball. Ooh.
We're now down to our top 29. Who will make it to the top 25 during those placement points? Stura staying active. Want to make sure you don't stay still ever. Even if you're in your own box safe, you never want to stay still. You never know when a heavy sniper could come flying on in with a shotgun combination. One more player. Who will be the one? And that's Perrin, who goes down in 26th into the storm.
Top 25 has been reached. Everyone getting 3 placement points. Top 15 is that next threshold. Top 5 will follow, and the victory out is worth the big old chunky 10 points. Now Stura here trying to send shots over, finds Jeremy Hacks there.
I know what's good Jarvis is wearing.
Now more will fall. Look at this lobby just thinning out so quickly. Jasper being eliminated there in the 17th place. One more player. Whoever gets
There's
eliminated
Jarvis.
is going to miss out on those points. That's Proxy there going down. And look at this. Keeps going down. Renegade 464 also.
Oh, there's Renegade right there.
Renegade. Cut down there. You see RJ all the way on the low ground alongside Crispy, who's got
Yep, Jarvis on.
so far this game. Jack on the high ground. Great name, but one player all the way in the sky above everybody. Playing that height to their advantage.
Lucid just says, all right, Sura, you got a great run, friend, but I'm going to go ahead and have to shut you down. Look at the high ground, though. Kunichi up there with double campfires burning. Biles here going to use that turret there to just give that floor the 1,000 HP just to secure his positioning. And again, man, we're going to see things slow down a little bit, right, Courage? You know, people don't want to make mistakes. They're looking for top 5. That's when they feel the most confident. They can start making those plays. A huge 78 over on Jack there. Fortunately, he was taken over.
Yeah, Biles on the slurp. Still just ticking. Getting back as much health as possible. Oh! Mid-shadow form gets ripped by that shotgun. Down goes the shields. Thankfully, another slurp in the inventory. Can be popped once the shadow form is ended, but either way, the damage has been done. Biles very weak at the moment. Can have to stop and pop the slurp. You see a player with the boombo on the other side of this wall. That's a very confident challenge, knowing the boombo does a minimum 100 damage. Biles gets the win. Continue to build on out. Now in the top 5, the final amount of placement points have been earned, and down goes Biles there in the 5th place spot. Konichi still on the high ground. Waste Mendu, Rusian, and finally Lucid, the last players remaining.
And Lucid is
I'm going for Lucid. He's doing really good.
Himself in the top 5. Now, what does he do with this advantage? Kenichi again on the high ground, 32 builds. Down below, Rusian 8 elims. Chaining 2, one of them being Lucid. Right now, it is a 1-1, a massive 124 to the dogies of Rusian. And now look, Kenichi has the health advantage, but gets punished for not building.
He's going to spray it out.
Yeah, I mean, Rusi doesn't have any builds. He literally cannot do anything right now. He has to try and bring Kunichi down, but look, Kunichi just gets up on the hill and says, nice try. Nice try.
If that zone doesn't go up a mountain, different story right there.
Yep.
But unfortunately, you saw right there as a zone moves on up, no opportunity to build up and match the player's height. And Kunichi knows that and follows it up quite well in the end there. Nice victory royale as we move into our next game. Again, queues are closed, folks. No more opportunity to earn points now.
NA
Down to
West.
these last lobbies that were already started before the queue
Now
shut
here
down. We already saw
is
Arco
where
screen in this one.
Temper is at. Right there.
We're hopping him home with voice. It's a player with one box open.
7 eliminations already.
Jarvis loves that skin.
Remain 29 to be exact. Here in Storm Circle 5. So we're going to see these lobbies be a little less dense, right? Because these are the final few games of the queue. Remember, you have that 3-hour window or 10 games to play. You can queue up until those last few seconds, and then if you get in those games, you want to play those out, try to farm elims, placement, whatever you can, because every single point matters. Voice going on the offensive there, looking to try and establish himself a nice little home, made of metal, nestle himself into safety. Look down below. You got the likes of Arkham 1X in the lobby.
And there's someone trying to bust right into the box right now. Arkham doing everything he can to just defend himself for the moment.
Wow.
And that double-edged sword of popping a campfire. Looks like it's time to be the one on the aggression. Tries to claim the wall, doesn't wind up working out. Immediately switches to another wall. Look at how fast the builds come through. And now we'll reset as this player has completely left that box. Arkham now pushing for every bit that he can. He knows you need every elimination possible to get those points up to qualify. Heavy Snipe comes in, can't get the wall replaced still. Whoever he's facing here doing a great job of stalling, hoping that Arkham just gives it up, and looks like for the moment that's exactly what's going to happen.
So much control coming out of Arkham. Tracking is immaculate. Look at this. He finally closes in on the
same guy.
Yep, that was the same guy. He tracked him the
Well,
entire
only 25 people?
No, is that
Damn, well, this is a pretty big circle, but...
That's down here. That's the guy.
No, it was Pinguino. It was Pinguino. I'm pretty sure. You might be right. Anyway, top 25. He is in there now. He's done it. Man, 10 elims over on Arkham, though. And look, he's got builds for days. Double shadow bombs, 5 campfires. 5.
Yeah. Hey, if he goes to a late game heal-off, he won't lose. I'll tell you that right now.
Drop 4 all around you. It's in the middle.
Drop 4, and I think you just dance.
You just dance. I feel like that's the appropriate thing to do there.
Yeah.
And now look, we're moving over the lava. And you know that means hot feet for everyone that touches lava. That they don't want to do that. Nope. You're gonna want to make sure to use those materials, build out over the lava, so you do not have to try it. Now, I personally, I love using the lava. It only does a single point of damage, sends you forward.
So Jarvis is in here.
Control chaos. Now this player are gonna get built on. He's gonna be in the baller. The baller's gonna get cracked. Look, they try to disengage.
Arkham is just W-keying every
5 campfires, 4 traps, and how much turrets? 9.
And soars to the sky. Arkham in a fantastic position to keep breaking these points this game.
You guys are in the worst position ever.
He is challenging every box he sees, Zeke.
He wants points. He is so hungry. The fish out of water. The lava has been chumped. He is looking to find more and more eliminations. Noli here from
12 kills.
Unfortunately, going to meet his end there at the hands of Arkham 1X. 12 eliminations, Scourge. 12. Now he's going to lose. It's unbelievable. Look at this. He's going to let someone else.
This is the confidence you love to see in a player. Heavy Snipe can't get into the box, but either way, high ground taken from Arkham. And still with materials for days, 16 players left. 2 more placement points about to be earned if he can live through the top 15. Broke 1 player, Shields, who's dropping all the way down. More challenging. He's going to continue to focus the right way, not tunnel visioning on those eliminations below. Instead, keeping the focus on the people up top who are the greater threat at taking his high ground. And now look at how high up he is.
Look down below, though, Vinny. He's kind of, depending on where we go, if this continues to move, he's in a really tough spot. He's got to try and get himself up. Or, okay, this is actually moving, going to hug this little edge. He's just going to roll his way down below. Look at this.
There's not a lot of builds.
Completely snaking this, but yeah, 10 builds. Well, okay. All right, and 15.
Enjoy. Arkham actually wound up using the final rift right there that he had, so really wanting to ensure he doesn't waste a ton of materials, says I'll just rift and retake high ground again, because that's the mindset that I'm on right now. Vinny pushing forward, down to 3 builds, 2 builds, that's it. Can no longer defend himself, and with only a common tactical shotgun, this looks quite grim, folks. As Vinny is just stuck here hoping one of these players walks in front of him just like this. Good 78 tag, there's the elimination onto Lair, and some materials, another player challenges, dodges the trap, elimination down onto Fisku, top 7 now in this lobby.
3 back-to-back. There you go, Vinny. Look at this. Arkham, again, in that high ground position. He's trying to shut down Deuces, who's just 1 tier below. Butterdie is below him, and then everyone else is out on the lowest ground. I mean, Arkham is on a spree right now. 12 eliminations. If he hits top 5, a 17-point game minimum. He looks to pick off the player there. Could not quite. No, so look, he's already at top 5. Two more players.
Set a 19-point game right now. 19-point game right now. Can he continue this one?
Yeah, I'm sorry, wait. I'm sorry, wait, hold on, wait.
Arkham, 2 builds left. It's going to come down to this. He can't pop the minis. 1 shot, 2 shot. There it is. Arkham, a 14 elimination victory royale. 24 points. Talk about clutch right there, Zeke.
What a massive game. Especially here. In the last few moments, you're facing off against players that have similar point values. 24 points. Arkham, you're insane. You're nuts, okay?
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Into our next game. 29 players left in this lobby. Sinu on your screen. Currently boxed and set on up here. Taking down 1 tree. Want to get as much vision as possible. 2 Rift-to-Goes, 3 Shadow Bombs. All the movement you could ever want. Right now, not in the zone, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal for Sinu. It's with those items of utility. Can make it quite easily.
Starts building down. Getting ready here because the storm is going to start moving. And now he's going to try and figure out how he wants to navigate this. You said it best. He's got the 2 rifts. He's probably going to be looking to catch players as they use their utility for rotations, whether it be launch pads. A little bit of an awkward balance there, but maybe it was his intention. He marks where he's going to go ahead and go and use that to his advantage. Boxes up. Okay, all right. This is a fine position. Someone lands in the box. 113, Jay Young. Don't challenge Sinu.
Sinu wins that one and moves 1 step closer to earning those top 25 placement points. Shots coming in from all the way up top.
Another member of KNG, Tavern, excuse me, here. 6 eliminations on him. The loadout's looking phenomenal. Ammo for days. Mats for days.
Yeah.
The question is, how does he want to put this all into effect? How does he unfold his master plan to rack up more points? Because again, this could be his final game that we're tuning into, right? Because the queues are done. We're just kind of getting through some games, highlighting a few more players, and then we'll take a look at the final standings a little bit later on. Cypher going to be picked off just outside top 25. No placement points for him. You got to hope he's found at least a handful of eliminations before being sent back to lobby.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting this far in the game and dropping right outside placement. I talked about it earlier, but it really does mess with your mindset. When you're in a moment like this, okay, here's my opportunity. Get points on the board. Be in a fantastic position to up that score, and then get cut down just before placement points begin to fold on through. Really no worse feeling. Tavern floating on towards the zone. Will land in the storm and take 1 tick of 10 damage. Gets worth it, though. Has established a little bit of extra height over the players on the very bottom lobby and returns some shots back to the player who was shooting down his wall earlier. Ooh, beautifully done. Spots 1 player who was just on the edge of that zone, and he'll continue to put on pressure, and I love this right now, Zeke. You can't ask for anything better. Players who are under 50 HP with the zone at their back having to run right at you.
And this is just free food for Tavern. More eliminations to be racked up, points to be had.
Ooh.
Now, if he can hit top 15, 5 points from placement total for him. You see him there on the left side of the screen, but on the right, again, just a refresher. These are the point values, 25, 15, 5, victory hour, all the placement thresholds. Every elim is a point.
Oh, victory is
a little
10 points.
Mouse 1 toggler in very critical condition. Justin here on the right side of the screen. He's looking pretty healthy. Ethan down below as well is pretty hurt. Justin, though, 1 elim. 9 builds left. Someone hops out of a bar looking challenge. He gets a great trade out, and he does have the half shield to top himself back off.
I like that.
Dude, he needs to find something.
I like the no hesitation on immediately popping the half shield. You've got zone moving. You want as much health as possible at this point in the game. You don't have a lot of builds. Literally every engagement, you need any advantage possible, and right now 50 more shield could make all the difference. Justin, 3 builds remaining. Player keeping him outside the zone. Great shot onto Free G. will grab at least 15 builds.
That's not much. Failed edit there is going to cost him 10 points of HP for the mistake there. He does have the launch pad, but I don't know how helpful it's going to be right now. Okay, all right.
Especially, well, I'm going to tell you something. It's not helpful when it's inside your own box. And now with no builds left, Justin is in a point of panic. Yeah, down it goes. A little bit frantic right there. Dropped down the wrong trap, and because of it, does go down. So 8 players left in this game. We continue to push on forward towards seeing who will get the victory royale. You've got Sealmat a level below Tavern. Tavern now beginning to put pressure on. And we'll drop the player down lower. Smart play, keeps high ground, much more safe. Less of an opportunity if someone challenged.
The player over one in that 1-by-1. More damage numbers. Those are blue, so remember those are shield damage numbers. Gonna start to drop back down. This is good. Rejoin everyone else down below playing Fortnite. Now wait. Now, Tavern standing between him and the 3 extra points from the victory royale. Tavern in the right side, top right. Sealmat in the bottom right there. Now, Tavern picks this up. This is a 20-point game for him. If Matt picks it up, it's a 16-point game. And it's Sealmat who's going to take the game away. Again, Sealmat's been in these positions before. He knows exactly how to capitalize and how to shut other players down.
And with how quick that player left, I assume they're trying to rush back in the
hop back into
queue before that. Remember, we are looking back about 10-15 minutes ago to where these last games were starting. Probably trying to frantically hop on in. 37 players left in this one. Again, we will have your final placings and the standings here after these last couple games. We'll show you every single person who qualified across the world for the solos competition. Now that we'll know every single one of the 100 players. It's incredible to think about, Zeke. We've made it here. Lupa put it best. The last 2.5 months have led to this point.
That's right, man. 2 spots in NA West, and man, just to think about it, you know, so many players have worked so hard. They've continued to grow over the course of the current 9 weeks. When we do hit that final week of duos, it will be 10 weeks. Just to see everyone grow, improve, level up, it's been a journey, you know. And I think at the end of the day, that's when you look back on and say, you know what, I've gotten. I'm nasty now.
I'm nasty now.
My gameplay is soggy.
It is soggy. People have very soggy gameplay out there.
I've heard about that. Yep. I've heard many people say that. No Dr. Luke, I've heard people say that. You're just old right now. That's all it is. 35 players in the current lobby. 10 more need to fall before top 25. Flock's inventory.
Oh, it seems like this player in the wood box here has been the one theme from everyone. You must drop now. As all turn their attention towards Frost. Fortunately, there's no way you're stopping that much spam, my friend. 32 left right now. 2 shadow bombs available. As now, players continuing to prepare for these storms to begin to move.
Here we go. Hopping down below, you see WBG Biz here. I'm curious to see what the loadout. You can see he's got the heavy sniper. Look at this. Golds for days.
He's played solid gold, though. Happening right here.
He's got himself the bandages if things get a little bit dicey, and of course the minis are going to help as well. Nothing in the ways of mobility, at least it doesn't appear that way, unless he does have launch pads and that visual bug is just hiding them from us. Makes things more intense. 31 players left. Hops in! S2's low just gets demolished.
Clean shot with the combat shotty right there. One clean motion. You love seeing stuff like that. Legendary combat shotgun just showing how good it is. Whether it's up close and personal or for medium to longer range, it still gets the job done. Rifts going off, launch pads being placed, shadow bombs being popped. It's an all-out sprint to the next zone as people fight for the best position.
The question would be, where do we go from here? Do we keep going south into Neil Tilted? Now, I believe Pasty there is going to be picked up due to storm damage. Zenst here must have gotten a little bit of damage over on that player. Don't forget that new timer is up to 60 seconds. If someone is eliminated, you get that elimination credit. It's very, very helpful there in securing things. 28 players. Sense is sensing himself in top 25. Boom, immediately there.
That was a stretch. We agree.
All right.
Sense is sensing himself in the top 25.
I didn't expect it to just pop there. It was like 3 people were just instantly eliminated, so I just kind of jumped the gun. I should have made the joke a little earlier there. Macy here going to be picked up. Rusian going to be picked up. And look at this. Sense up on the high ground. Well, you know, this is his high ground now.
Yeah, I guess that's how that works. Playing from height, drum gun, 600 shots.
Wow.
On the high ground.
You know, the shotgun ammo, it's a little sparse right now. 25, it's enough to get the job done, but he can't spend too many, you know, if players are rifting up the sky, he can't send extra out.
On height at this point is actually where you go through the majority of your shotgun ammo, so I completely agree. You might be thinking, well, there's only like 15 people left. How much ammo could you really need? Well, when you have height in the late game and everyone's flying around and you're putting shots down range,
you're using at least 3.
The new custom is using shotgun ammo. But as I say that, he puts the drum gun to use, so Zen's keeping watch of that ammo himself, making the best plays possible with the different weapons in his arsenal.
He does have the 600 rounds. You mentioned it earlier, a 50 drum mag over on the drum gun. He's going to start putting it to work here, just trying to harass Flick, making him, you know, trying to dictate what Flick is doing, how he's moving, and when. Observers, you guys are just showing off here in the final few moments of this game. 10 players left. Viz finds Flick, though, with a Flick shot. I don't know what's going on with me right now. 7 eliminations over on Viz. You know, I just feel like
my box.
Double 80s. Nah, BBB. I'm sorry. It's gonna back the lobby for you, BB.
Maxed out brick from that too. So back up to over 50 builds. One player just in front. Again, you can tell Viz is the same mindset as what we saw earlier from Arkham. I have to challenge every player if I want to qualify. At this point, I need the best. I need everyone here plus a victory royale if I want to have any chance.
And you know these players are actively looking at the leaderboard. They're actively pulling up and saying, where am I? Who is ahead of me? How many points do I need to close that distance? Or how many do I need to jump up? Am I in contention? Are we at tiebreakers? What is the difference right now? He's going to drop down immediately. Finds an elimination. Lopez 8, or Lopeza, YouTube.
Up the mountain.
All right, Zen still up on the high ground. Viz there, close to the gap. Crayon there as well. Proverbs. He's got himself the ball, gets cracked, and look at this HP. He is critical. He's going to fall there. 3 players left, Courage.
Yeah, Viz in the bottom right of your screen. Zen still playing from the high ground. Crayon with shots coming in. All challenges come on to Viz, and Zen just says, hey, you guys fight. I'll come clean up whoever's left. And that's exactly what happens. Ending the game with a max 200 HP. Brilliantly done right there from Zenz. Keeping the height, dropping in when the time comes. Doesn't get much better than that as we prepare for our next game. Zeke, I think we're coming down towards the end here. Are you going to shed a tear?
Probably, man. Probably. It's so strange to think about. I remember at the beginning of all this, I was like, man, 10 weeks, you know, that's a long time. I did it before in Summer Skirmish, and it was long, and you know, I blinked, and then suddenly here we are, week 9. It's almost all said and done. Of course, we still have the finals.
Holy shit! Look how much. Look at the mini circle in the bottom right corner. Look how much people top left corner, dude. Holy crap!
For how crazy the finals are going to be.
Yeah. It should be nuts. I know, I'm sure Epic's going to pull out all the stops for it. Make sure it's quite the spectacle because, man, $30 million in prize money or whatever it is, plus the beautiful venue we're going to be in, New York City, the height of the summer. I mean, are you kidding me?
I look forward to it. Think about it often. And, of course, you know, it's going to be super fun casting those games. But for now, we got to live in the moment, Courage. We got to see what's going on with these players. Blixifier, he's on the prelims. There's still 40 other players. He could potentially, you know, devour more points. One here. Nishi is just going to get picked off immediately. Look at this. Baller just going to go over, pick up all the loot. No. You know, I was going to say, if I'm someone else watching this, you got to crack the Baller immediately. Don't let him get away with this for free. At least break the Baller, force him to use those materials he just picked up, and that is exactly what happens.
The Baller health updates have been great. They've made them much more reasonable and competitive, and you see right there, The moment one player can peek on out, just immediately cut down that ball, and now one less is available. Get the full lobby. Nolan, 42 points. Knowing where some of the other players are stacking up point-wise, Nolan's probably a little bit far off from qualifying. Would need maybe the best game ever from here on out.
I mean, he would need to start a spree immediately. Looking at the loadout, it's a little sparse. I mean, dualies are great, but you just got to make sure you're up close, you're landing those headshots, and you can just shred someone's HP.
Yep.
Someone goes for the challenge of 127 with the tack. The dualies are coming out. He wants to challenge, going to go try and punch through this metal. He needs to try and do it fast. Do not let the HP bar tick up. He gets the wall replaced. The player defensively comes out with the wall ramp. Look at this. They're hugging, and another ramp comes out. The trap against the wall. Okay.
Dodge.
It's okay.
Dodge is fine. Dodges. These are the best players in the world. Zeke, they know how to dodge those traps. 29 players left.
You ever feel like it's like, you know, when you go to like a movie and you put on the 3D glasses and it's like it's in your face? That's what happens every time a trap comes out. I think it's like
right there.
It's gonna be me that's eliminated. I get like flashbacks of all the times I've been eliminated via traps. All too many.
Dude, they are the most, like, the toughest way to drop. It used to be like much more humiliating when it happened because the trap used to have to be placed on a fully set wall. And it would take the time to obviously go with that. But now, with how fast the traps can go down for 150 damage, they're one of the best defensive tools when someone's aggressively pushing into your box. And that's a beautiful rocket right there.
Wow. The massive, that was huge. Blix of fire shut down. And if that was his last game, that's it. He cannot rack up any more points. Nope. Great angle there. Caminus there on just below the tarp. Zed there. Oh my gosh, look at the HP. Just gone. That's it. Vidi Recon there. So many names. Maximos in this. Harrians is in this. People contesting for those two spots available. And look at this. We hop in, of course, with Harrians. 3 elims.
71 points.
This could go any way, man. If Harrians could just drop a massive game here, find elims, at least 5 more, let's say, at minimum.
I mean, have we seen anyone near 80 points? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So obviously we don't know the official standings yet. We'll give them to you in just a few minutes. But right now, looking at all things considered, Harrians has been in the top 10 throughout the day. Right now, still 73 points as he gets 2 more for placing top 15. Tries to drop the player in from up top. 9 builds left. Harrians wants to pop this other mini. And from here on out, I think it's going to all come down to just good use of the weapons that he has. Tack shotgun comes in. Only gets a brief little tag. Nothing too much on that player down below. You shadow pop away. Harrians cannot finish up that elimination. He's made it to the top 11. Now challenges all the way to the low ground. A rocket does connect, but he gets some health on the elim. Knight, though, takes Harrians down from the back, and here are your final 9 players in this game. Barrel all the way on the high ground.
So we got to remember, 75 points is where Harrians is at right now. As we look at other players, just peek down. So Nolan is right now 49. He's very well and far away from Harrians. So right now, I think, I don't remember the standings. I've been so focused on these games. Nolan here, he needs to make the play of his life. Knight goes down. Nolan is 1 elimination away. There it goes. Herbley goes down to Tokata. Shuts him down. He's got the placement points. He needs to make the play of his life right now, Courage.
Starts with that. First shots come in. Rocket now out. Second elimination comes through.
He got both.
Siege J goes down. Nolan, 53 points again. Still don't think it's going to be enough, but at this point, it's valiant efforts. Playing for pride. Rocket comes through. Doesn't knock a player down. Only 1 build left. He hears the mini being popped. He knows the person's got to be weak. Oh, they're just below. Great challenge from...
Oh, my God! The flick shot over on Barrel!
Cracks him right there. The tree up above. Is this about to drop this player down?
I believe so.
Drop the player down?
Yeah, it should, unless he got built. Here he comes! Oh, my God!
Wow. A clean shot from Nolan on the Takata, the victory royale. Unfortunately for him, 58 points, probably not enough. Either way, great final performance.
Absolutely mind-blowing games out of NA West. Well, for now, guys, we're going to send it back to the studio. Let's go meet up with Dr. Lupo and see what's up.
NA West, absolutely ridiculous. Nolan literally owning the entire game there, putting on an excellent show. The choice to rocket at just the right time, drop players in from above. Wild combat shotgun shots. You love to see it. And that actually is the final game for NA West that we're going to show you, which means it's time to take a look at the standings. in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're going to throw to a break. Sorry to debate you a little bit, but I had to do it. We'll be here when you come back. See you in 10.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we're going to cover some of the basic terminology you should know when watching competitive Fortnite. If you're familiar with high-level gameplay, these should be commonplace and a nice little refresher. If you're a little newer, buckle in, because you're about to learn up. Rotations. A rotation is the path a player or team takes to get from their current location to the next safe zone. Rotations cover not only the direction the players choose to path, but also the method they use to get there. A lot of different forms of utility enable rotations, including vehicles, rift-to-goes, building, shadow bombs, and glider redeploy. A player's ability to rotate effectively is key because this determines what type of engagements they'll be facing and whether or not they're at an advantage or disadvantage. Gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is when a player who is secure inside the safe zone puts pressure on an opponent who is forced to rotate because of the storm closing in on them. The gatekeeper is able to get uncontested shots onto the opponent, as they are forced to move due to not wanting to take damage from the storm. You will see a lot of top players utilize this in order to create opportunities to get eliminations and points. High ground advantage. High ground advantage is when you have a height advantage over your opponent and are looking down on them. Having the high ground enables you to have more access to information and easier ability to take and hit shots. You will frequently see players battling for high ground in all stages of the game, but in particular during the late game. The ultimate high ground is generally the player or team who control.
Wow. To be honest, that's way too much. Holy shit. I've been like, damn. Like, I never seen a huge ass fight go down so more and more I'm just looking, I'm legit just looking at my friends list, and more people are getting off and off and off. And I'm just looking, trying to find a bro I could play with after the stream. Take no. Ew. One of my neighborhood friends playing Apex. I feel disgusted. I feel disgusted. Apex dude. Apex tried to take be like Fortnite, but it did it because they tried. They doo-doo. And ain't got no life. Like, what the fudge is this? Like, I want to watch this.
Technique can be expanded on to allow for players to take control of the space around them. But it all starts with the 4 walls around you, then a floor plus ceiling that each have a pyramid on. Tunneling. Tunneling is the first basic expansion of the 1x1. Tunneling is when players create a tunnel out of their own builds in order to rotate safely. This is typically done by putting out floors and ceilings in either a straight or diagonal path, then covering your sides with walls as you advance. This allows players without utility to rotate for maximum safety. 90s. 90s are when players utilize vertical 90-degree rotational building in order to build upwards as fast as possible, while also remaining covered. This enables players to try and gain high ground advantage or outplay their opponent to get a quick, different angle. You'll frequently see them used in mid-game build fights or in endgame scenarios where players have to build up very quickly. This has been a quick rundown of the common competitive terms that are frequently used on broadcast. If there are any other terms you're unfamiliar with, let us know using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup and asking for an explanation. We hope this helps you level up, and we'll see you all on the battle bus.
Zeke, this is it. This is the last chance, all right? People need to know about this block party, all right? This is your last opportunity to get them involved, to get them hyped. Zeke, everyone's gonna be there, all right? DJ Zeke's gonna be there. DJ Sundown's gonna be there. Everyone's gonna be there, all right? The people are waiting. All right. You know what, man? I'm DJ Zeke. I don't need no card. But what you need to do is buy your tickets to the block party. Tickets are only $35, Fortnite fam. Listen.
Shut up, nigga.
15, 16 at the LA Forum. Day 1, Creative Showdown. Listen, all right? Team Evolve built an incredible map. Spoiler alert, it's dope. Day 2, Celebrity Pro-Am. 50 pro gamers, 50 celebrities, all battling out for a $3 million charity prize pool. What more do you want? What more do you need? Fortnite fam, you need to be there because we are ready to party with you. Bam!
But it actually qualified is actually such a relief, such a big achievement, and something I've been working for almost a year now. It feels really good.
I think it's one of my biggest accomplishments. It's just a massive, massive pool of people.
You need to be so incredibly proud of your son being one of the best, one of the best solo Fortnite players in the world.
It's still hitting me like slowly.
I was literally just laughing. Like, I was laughing so much.
Wow, I won $50,000 guaranteed, and I'm going to New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 50,000. Oh,
there you go.
As a kid, this is basically all you dream of.
The hype's really real.
It's a game I can compete in, and I think that's why I have so much fun in it.
I'm incredibly grateful for Fortnite and like giving me the opportunity to just pursue gaming and how many friends I've made through this game.
Thank you for everyone who believed in me, because I honestly didn't really believe in myself.
It's gonna be so fun. I love it.
It's awesome. Thanks, Fortnite.
Oh. Okay, what is he saying? Is that Marie Lips? Don't do a fucking weird ass intro.
All right, Fortnite fam, this is it. 9 weeks of work, 5 of those have gone to solo competition, and now we are here to find out who the final players are that will be joining us in the Fortnite World Cup. Now first, of course, we've got this guy, Sundown. But so I was gonna say, first, you guys have been super excited on social media. You know that we love interacting with you. Let's take a look at all the exciting things you guys have been posting about. Of course, so many people qualifying, many excited about it.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Let's aspect. Zero ping.
Let's go, baby. Zero ping, OP.
Zero ping. I heard that lets you take walls easier.
Yes, indeed, apparently.
There you go.
This is my favorite one right here, just MQ. This is unreal. Thank you guys for believing for everything. All you need is to believe in yourself. Love you guys. Just subscribe to my YouTube right there. That's like going in a nice little emotional message and then slides the plug in.
He must watch. He literally must watch Courage JD.
Don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite fans across the globe, we know what you're waiting for, and that is the NA West results. Who will be the 2 players that have punched their tickets and will be joining us in the World Cup Finals in New York City? You guys ready to find out?
Yes, sir.
Want to see? Here we go. Arkham 1X. Now, Pika, of course, is already qualified, so that means I don't know why I say Harryons will be coming through. Congratulations to both players. Are you guys surprised? I mean, I feel like we've been seeing Harryons literally all day.
Not surprised at all. I mean, Arkham and Harryons have been fantastic. Harryons was in that top spot in the semifinal as well. The one thing to note here on the NA West leaderboards, there was a match that launched after the time window. It will end up being invalidated. It did not impact the qualification spots, but the order might change. So if you check the leaderboard out maybe tomorrow and something's a little different, that's why. So just wanted to give you a little heads up in there. But again, congratulations to all of these guys. Such incredible players snagging the final 2 spots. That's it. The solos competition is now set. The pool is there, and I mean, it's gonna be absurd.
Man, cannot wait for World Cup Finals. Now, of course, guys, just to give you a refresher as to how the entire day went, let's take a look back. Start with Oceania, remind you guys who was qualified. That is Rona Season or Sozman. You know, it's fantastic to see this player come through. So much work, so much has gone into his trip. And now, Courage, he's made it through. He's got himself a ticket.
What a relief it must be. Obviously, it's a whole different story when you're in one of those regions where there's one spot. It's something to think about where it's like winning the lottery. You have to have everything go right, then to not only fight for it, but it's across a window. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon that you need to play through the entire day and do well. Saz, big congratulations. It was great talking with him earlier. You can just tell how excited he is.
Got anything? Oh, I thought you were going to say something. All right, moving on along. Asia. Let's take a look and refresh your memory as to who will coming through. That is Moffin XD. Again, similar story in Oceania. Actually, 1 point making the difference there. So Sexy Boy being edged out at the very end by a single point or an elimination. You hate to see it, Sundown, but still awesome.
It was so rough for Sexy Boy too, because he got off to a really good start, and then there was, I think, his middle 5 games. He ended up only getting 3 eliminations, and then was like 50-something, 40-something. So he's playing them out. Popped off in his last 3, but it wasn't enough. Best of luck to him in Week 10 in the duos competition, because he's played so absurdly well. But even bigger congratulations to Riddles Moffin taking that single qualification spot, the last one coming out of Asia for Seoul.
Now moving on along, we've got Europe, so let's take a look at this and give you guys a fresh reminder. This is, I believe, the first time, Lupo, we've seen the top 8 just being a top 8, not like several people that have qualified and shifting everything down.
Brand new array of players making their way in. But that being said, they're not names necessarily that we haven't seen before. We have multiple players from Extreme qualifying. Finally, one of Courage JD's go-tos every single time. Mongol right there, smack dab in the middle of the fifth. It doesn't surprise me to see who we see on the board, and it doesn't surprise me that we're having big swings in terms of players that are maybe more or less consistent. Because as Fortnite develops and changes, you have people that adapt to it very quickly, some that struggle a little bit, but like consistent players throughout the entire event. I have to call specifically to Extreme Both those players very, very good, but all the way at the top. And Dreda, we talked about it earlier. 200s, 200s, a 600, and then out of nowhere, just smashes his way all the way to the top, first place. Love to see that.
He'll do indeed. Now, of course, guys, we're going to move on. Brazil. Monster, you and I got to hang out for that region. Clip node. I mean, we just saw clip after clip of clip node there. And for him to shut out people, I know, like Red Techno Viking, people like Red Snow, the 9Z duo, you know, members of W7M.
Yeah,
for clip node, this is huge.
And I mean, it's just so painful to see people like Techno Viking just not be able to squeeze through. Even Oli King, who had a great performance yesterday. And then today, just like coming in 6 is also a great performance back to back. So, guys, you have to give respect to anyone who's been hitting these top 10 boards. This is not the end of the road for these guys.
Also, for Techno Viking, it breaks my heart to say it, but he posted a tweet afterward. There were 3 weeks where Brazil had 1 spot, and there were 2 weeks where Brazil had 2 spots. In the 3 weeks where Brazil only had a single spot, Red Techno Viking was 2nd place every single time. That is the definition of heartbreak right there, to be so close and then so far away. A brilliant effort from him, but again, it's the consistent players we see. And I called Clipnote out, I think it was week 3 or 4. I'm like, hey, he's on here every single time, puts it all together week 9.
Well, there you go. Now, of course, guys, we also did have NA East over on deck. We got to see them a little earlier on Courage. You know, this is the list. These more familiar names and even some new ones.
Yeah, we saw it went down to the wire already at the top. 3 players who had already qualified, but Legendian, Relief, I know, to have made it on through. Aspect we spoke to, it shows the dedication. These guys said, hey, we haven't made it here yet. Let's give ourselves the best chance possible. They literally moved to a new place just to be together, to be able to get the best practice and the best, performance opportunity to perform well. And Aspect does it. The worthy investment has now made it on through. Creo seeks in just at the end, if you remember, came down to the wire. But a very worthy 6 qualifying players here from NA East.
And you know what? I'll never forget Aspect's opening, because it was the legit start of everything. He popped off like a 20 bomb, which we thought was never possible in the pre-qualifier. And he didn't pull through, but I just knew back then. I was like, dude, Aspect's got something special going on. So good to see him come into the final moment. So big week opener, great week closer for as far as solos go, and good to see him come through.
Yeah, for sure.